Hey Holland Middle, I'm Libby Lefebvre.
And I'm Lily Ryden.
Today is Monday, March 11, and this is HMS News.
Calling all colors, check Google Classroom about lunch meeting Wednesday, March 13. And 8th grade student council will be selling popcorn during 8th grade lunch every Friday for $1.
Congratulations to both the 7th and 8th grade orchestras who went to the District Orchestra Festival and received a superior rating. The 8th grade orchestra under Mr. Reiko's direction received all superior ratings from 4 different judges.
The 7th grade orchestra under Mrs. Mayer's direction received 2 superior ratings and 2 good ratings. Now off to sports.
Good morning, HMS. I'm Jonathan Abbott with a look at this week's sports lineup. On Monday, the girls' red basketball teams host Holland Christian. 7th grade starts at 4 and 8th grade follows at 5:15. On Tuesday, the girls' white teams are on the road at Mona Shores with games at 4 and 5:15. The wrestling team takes on Cityside in Zeeland at 4. And the swim team is at home against Creekside, also at 4. On Wednesday, the girls' red basketball teams are on the road at Cityside, and the white teams take on Fruitport here in the gym. The 7th grade tips off at 4, and the 8th grade follows at 5:15. On Thursday and Friday, the swim team will take part in the MKO conference meet at 5:30. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everyone.
Parent-teacher conferences will be continued on March 12 from 12:30 to 3:30 and March 14 from 5:30 to 8:30. Please note that March 12 is a half day for students and dismissal will be at 11 o'clock.
Ava and Karis worked hard over the weekend, so let's go off to their baking segment.
Hi, I'm Ava.
And I'm Karis, and welcome to our bakery.
Today we are going to be teaching you how to make macarons. Now before we get started, we should explain that most people confuse these sweet little cookies for macaroons. Macaroons are actually coconut cookies, so let's get on to baking. Okay, first things first, we have to let the egg whites come to room temperature for at least 30 minutes. This will result in a much more fluffy and airy meringue. So right now we are separating the egg yolk from the egg whites. Now we will move onto our dry ingredients. You want these dry ingredients to be very fine. This will resolve in a nice smooth top. We can then put these dry ingredients through a sifter to ensure a smooth top. Now onto our wet ingredients. We start off with beating the egg whites while adding a pinch of salt to help stabilize them. We beat these egg whites until it's super frothy and no longer transparent. As we do this, we will slowly add in the sugar. We can tell if it's stiff enough and ready to be done whisking once you can put the bowl upside down without anything coming out. Lastly, we will add the vanilla and some food gel coloring to add color and flavor to our macarons. Now we are ready to slowly add the dry and wet ingredients together. Next, we can start piping these onto parchment paper, and once we finish, we will drop the pan a few times. This is a very important step. Doing this will help eliminate any air bubbles and ensure a smooth surface on top. We will then let these rest for at least 40 to 60 minutes. Once this is finished, you should be able to rub your finger across the cookie without indenting it. We will bake these at 300 degrees for 17 minutes. After they are done baking, we let them sit for 30 minutes. We will wait for them to cool while we work on our vanilla buttercream. First, we will cream our room temperature butter. Once it's fluffy, we will start pouring the powdered sugar into this mix. After that's combined, we can add vanilla extract and heavy cream. Then blend in our red food coloring. Now that that's finished, we pipe the filling into the cookies, and this is the final look.
Thanks for watching Karis and Ava Bake. We'll see you next time.
Good job, guys. The Holland High Jazz Band is looking to replace their keyboardist and guitarist. If you are interested in being a part of the HHS Jazz Band, please contact Mrs. Van Oss.
On Wednesday, March 13, HMS will be holding a career day here at school. Here are a few things you need to know ahead of time. Now off to career day.
On March 13 during 6th and 7th periods, HMS will be hosting their first annual career day. We will be hosting over 40 different speakers who will share information about their careers and the path that got them where they are. It is going to be a fun way to learn about lots of options that you may want to consider for your future. You will report to your regular 6-period class where you will leave your backpacks and pick up a schedule for the career speakers. You will be given a copy of a schedule of 4 different speakers to visit. Although you will be assigned speakers, we will try to get you at least 2 of the speakers you selected on your survey. You will also be given a note sheet to take 3 notes from each speaker that you see. You will only bring the note sheet, schedule, a paper, and a pencil or pen with you for the afternoon. You will rotate to visit the different speakers, spending about 18 minutes with each station. Please keep in mind that the speakers are donating their time to be with us and they have busy lives, so we need to be grateful for their extra efforts in being here. Please say thank you when you can and show your appreciation. We really hope to make this an annual event, and we love to add special experiences to our school day, but we can only do this if we are all cooperative and respectful to the presenters. Thank you.
The next activity night at Holland Middle School will be March 27th. Volunteers will be needed, so please ask your parents to consider helping out and contacting Mr. Cassidy to sign up.
Now off to St. Patrick's Day.
Hey kiddos, it's me Margot, and I'm going to tell you St. Patrick's Day facts. Fact number 1. The Chicago River in Illinois is dyed green each year for St. Patrick's Day. Fact number 2. There's a legend that St. Patrick himself stood on a hill in Ireland and banished all the snakes from the island, but really no snakes ever lived in Ireland. Fact number 3. The color of St. Patrick's Day was originally blue. Fact number 4. St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, wasn't actually Irish, he was actually born in Scotland. And now fact number 5. The tradition of pinching someone not wearing green was started in America around the 1700s. People thought that if you wore green, you would be invisible to leprechauns, so people would pinch others who would not wear green, as a reminder of the leprechauns. But don't pinch anyone at this school or else you're gonna have a bad time, and you don't want to get in trouble, so don't.
That's cool.
HMS will be hosting Tommy Greenwald, the author of the book Game Changer, on April 11th. His book will be on sale at the book fair during conferences.
Students who read the book and complete an assignment will be invited to attend a presentation by Mr. Greenwald to get an autograph.
Now off to shout-outs.
Shout out to Paris for helping me out.
Shout out to Kieran for keeping me in check so I don't do idiot moves.
Shout out to Miss Diamond for being the best teacher ever.
Shout out to Peyton and Zakario for helping me through stuff.
Shout out to Ryan Duff for being lit and subscribe to PewDiePie.
Shout outs to Ava Wall and Cole Van Eck. Subscribe to PewDiePie and then unsubscribe to T-Series.
Shout out to Peyton because he's going to move to West Ottawa.
Shout out Matthew, Sarah, Miss McCaskill, and shout out Jemiah.
To all the students who are coming prepared with a pencil every day.
I'm going to give a shout out to my Pop-Tart for being so good and Adrian for playing 8-ball for me.
I would like to give a shout out to Jason because he's so nice and kind and he's very sweet.
Shout out to Cheyenne. I would like to give a shout out to Mrs. Tyler because she totally rocks and I'm so excited that my best friend is here again this year.
I'd like to give a shout out to Mrs. Behrens because I finally get to work with her and we have a lot of fun.
I'd like to give a huge shout out to the news crew. We love our new morning announcements.
I love shout outs.
Me too. Hey Libby, if you could live in any store, what would it be?
I live in Aldi. How about you?
Definitely Target.
Cool. Let's see what others from HMS think.
Well, that's all we have for you this week. We'll see you next time on
HMS News.
What store would you stay in if you could?
We're talking about for like a zombie apocalypse?
No, like what store would you live in if you could?
Oh, Walmart.
Walmart. Okay. What store would you live in if you could?
Walmart.
Everyone loves Walmart, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay. What store would you live in if you could?
The Nike outlet.
Okay. What store would you live in if you could?
What store? It would have to be a shoe store. Any shoe store. I'll take it.
Okay. What store would you live in if you could?
I think I would live in the peanut store because it's full of tasty things to eat, like nutty paddle pops.
Never had those.
They're outstanding.
Cool. What store would you live in if you could?
I would live in Costco.
Cool. What store would you live in if you could?
I would live in Target.
What store would you live in if you could?
Oh, that's easy. During the zombie apocalypse, you're gonna find me at Menards.
Say it was during the zombie apocalypse, but okay. What store would you live in if you could?
Costco.
What store would you live in if you could?
Myers?